Hello everyone, I'm Ken, diving deep into the entrancing tales of Japan's past. Today, we'll unravel the story of a man whose name echoed through the annals of Japan's tumultuous era, Oda Nobunaga. If you're as fascinated by these historical tales as I am, make sure to hit the subscribe button and the thumbs up. Let me know in the comments below which figures of history you'd like us to explore next. So, let's step back into the era where the samurai reigned supreme, and discover Nobunaga's story together. Oda Nobunaga, renowned as an audacious and ambitious daimyo, was a paramount catalyst in the path toward Japan's unification. He stood out amidst the chaos due to his unconventional tactics and remarkable foresight. Nobunaga was often perceived as reckless in his youth, earning him the moniker, the Fool of Owari. But beneath the guise of impulsivity lay a sharp, strategic mind that would shape a nation, worn into a period of constant warfare. Nobunaga's early life was immersed in a climate where martial prowess and strategic acumen were paramount. His alliances, whether through familial ties or forged friendships, became pivotal in bolstering his military and political endeavors. His initial experiences on the battlefield were a crucible, molding him into a formidable leader despite facing numerous setbacks. Nobunaga's eyes were set upon leadership and control, an ambition that was apparent even amidst the multifaceted challenges of the Sengoku era. His audacity was notably evident in his dealings and the engagements he led on the battlefield, as well as in his diplomatic relations with other clans. In essence, Nobunaga's early years, though cloaked in impetuousness and unpredictability, were mere precursors to the unbridled ambition and shrewd strategies that would later define his reign. Oda Nobunaga was not simply a leader, but a revolutionary tactician whose battle strategies often defied the conventional warfare of his time. His campaigns were not only numerous, but also exhibited a blend of cunning, audacity, and technological adeptness that shook the very foundations of the Sengoku era. Let's begin with the Battle of Okehazama, where Nobunaga, despite being vastly outnumbered, orchestrated a surprising and decisive victory against the formidable Imagawa Yoshimoto. Nobunaga seized upon the opportunity provided by a sudden thunderstorm and the enemy's complacency, striking down Yoshimoto and scattering his forces, a testament to his audacity and military genius. In contrast, the siege of Inabayama Castle showcased Nobunaga's psychological warfare mastery. He manipulated information, sowed discord among the enemy, and utilized night attacks to destabilize and eventually overthrow the Sato clan, securing his rule over Mino. Yet, Nobunaga was not only a man of the sword but also of innovation. The Battle of Nagashino stands testament to his adaptation of technology, where the utilization of firearms, arranged in strategic formations, decimated the Takeda cavalry, marking a turning point in samurai warfare. But his brilliance also extended to alliances. The alliance with Tokugawa Ieyasu not only fortified his position, but also played a pivotal role in many campaigns, marrying strategic nous with diplomatic acumen. However, his strategic tapestry was not without flaw. The Ishiyama-Hongonji War displayed Nobunaga's struggle against guerrilla tactics and protracted sieges, revealing that even the mightiest of strategists can be baffled by unorthodox resistance. In essence, Nobunaga's battles and strategies were a symphony of innovation, boldness, and intellect, painting a portrait of a leader whose military acumen was as vast and varied as the lands he sought to conquer. Nobunaga's rule was synonymous with both tumult and transformation, where his reign brought about significant changes in Japan, especially in politics, society, and culture. One cannot talk about Nobunaga without mentioning his policy of Tenka-Fubu, or rule the empire by force. This wasn't merely a motto but a governing philosophy, as he employed ruthless strategies, like the suppression of the Buddhist monks, and the free flow of goods, to consolidate power and control. But beyond the battlefield and politics, Nobunaga's realm was also an arena of cultural and societal shifts. He was known to promote Rakuchi Rokuza, policies that liberated and deregulated markets, allowing common folk and merchants to engage in trade and crafts, without heavy interference from the ruling elite. His reign saw an economic flourishing that empowered regions and individuals alike. In the realm of culture, Nobunaga was instrumental in encouraging the Nanban, or southern barbarian trade, fostering exchanges with Portuguese and Spanish merchants. This ushered in an era of new goods, ideas, and technologies, including the introduction of firearms and Christianity to Japan. And let's not forget about the infamous Azuchi Castle, a monumental structure that was not only a formidable fortress, but also a lavish display of arts, reflecting Nobunaga's appreciation for both military might and cultural sophistication. Nobunaga's approach towards religion was also pivotal. His complex interactions with Buddhism and the newly introduced Christianity depicted a leader maneuvering through the spiritual and political entanglements of his era. In reflection, Nobunaga was a paradox. An iron-fisted ruler with a keen sense for cultural and societal advancement. A warrior who embraced the new while exerting absolute dominance, creating ripples of change that would continue to shape Japan well beyond his reign. The tale of Nobunaga inevitably wins to a somber climax, the notorious incident at Honnoji, a temple in Kyoto, in 1582. It's a story not merely of betrayal, but also of the shifting tides of loyalty and ambition in the turbulent Sengoku era. On that fateful day, Nobunaga, ostensibly at the pinnacle of his power, fell victim to the treachery of one of his most trusted generals, Akechi Mitsuhide. The motives behind Mitsuhide's rebellion remain shrouded in mystery, and speculation even today. Was it personal vendetta, political maneuvering, or perhaps a desperate gamble for power? The flames that engulfed Honnoji took with them not just Nobunaga, but also a particular chapter of Japanese history. However, his demise did not extinguish the blaze he had kindled across the nation. The ensuing chaos and vacuum of power would spur further strife and conflict among his successors and other ambitious entities across Japan. Nobunaga's death is not merely an endpoint but a significant crossroad. His legacy, interwoven with ambition, strategy, and tyranny, forged a path for the eventual unification of Japan under the rule of Toyotomi Hideyoshi and later, Tokugawa Ieyasu, his allies, and at times, rivals. Thus, while Honnoji signifies a tragic termination, it also symbolizes an enthralling twist in the grand, sprawling tapestry of the Sengoku era. A poignant reminder that in the realms of power and conquest, alliances are fleeting, and ambitions, invariably, spark both creation and destruction. In retrospect, Oda Nobunaga stands as a monumental figure in the annals of Japanese history, not merely for his conquests, but for the sheer impact and lasting ripples he instigated throughout the societal, cultural, and political landscapes of Japan. His story, punctuated by bold maneuvers, shrewd strategies, and at times, ruthless suppression, underscores a complex narrative of a leader, navigating through the turbulent waves of an era, defined by conflict, ambition, and transformative undercurrents. Nobunaga was, indeed, a tempest, a violent storm that reshaped the topography of a nation. His legacy, however, is not merely one of destruction but also of cultivation, where the subsequent eras witnessed the blossoming of seeds sown during his reign, ultimately culminating in the relative peace and stability under the Edo period. The tales of his exploits, alliances, betrayals, victories, and eventual demise continue to captivate, serving as a potent reminder that the paths towards power and unification are often strewn with complexities and contradictions. And as we delve deeper into the stories of other prominent figures of Japanese history in upcoming videos, the shadows of Nobunaga's legacy will invariably linger, highlighting an epoch where the flames of ambition, strategy, and betrayal forged the nation we see today. Thank you for joining me, Ken, on this journey through history. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, and let me know in the comments which historical figure you'd like to explore next. Until our next dive into the past, stay curious, and keep exploring.